Weirdest things caught on security
These
cameras.
are the weirdest moments ever caught on security cameras. They really do catch everything these days.
Okay, these
We all
are
make
half of them
mistakes,
are
and every
fake.
now and then, that means you'll destroy some expensive machinery at work. But this man took that to a new level. The boat's obviously a goner. Anyone could have predicted that. But he also forgot to put the handbrake on his forklift.
How did he get to job?
These kids decided that breaking the TV was their best option.
Like, can the mom or the dad or whoever is taking care of the kids hear what is going on in the other room?
I don't quite know what they were trying to do, but whatever it was, I guess it worked. It's common sense that you need to pay for your food takeout, but I don't think that quite applies for dogs too. These huskies were more than happy to answer the door and take the food, but when it came to the paying part, that just didn't sit well with them. But when it came to the paying part, that just didn't sit well with them.
No,
You might have never realized this, but going to the hairdresser can be pretty dangerous. One wrong move from them, and you'll end up like this boy in the background. He definitely wasn't expecting to leave from there with a racetrack across his head.
Emotional, damn it!
I don't know what happened to cause this disaster, but I'm glad I'm not the person who has to clean up the mess. Nature is actually a lot stronger than any of us want to
poor woman.
believe. If you ever needed proof of that, this wild pig is here to show you.
Dinner's ready, honey!
Whatever it was, that gate just wasn't strong enough. There's usually a right way and a wrong way to do things. There's no doubt in my mind that this is the latter. Everything she did to deliver that monitor was just wrong on so many levels.
Man, I'm gonna break my monitor.
Wow.
I guess she got to it before he ever got the chance. This driver had almost the whole bay to themselves, and yet they still managed to hit the park.
1 spot, 2 spots, 3 spots, 4 spots, 5, 6, 7 free spots later.
Car. We all need to watch where we're going, but sometimes the world lays traps for you. It looks like the perfect place to ride a bike, until he finds out that it's all wet cement. I guess it could have been worse. He could have been stuck there forever. This guy had a trick up his sleeve, but it wasn't gonna pan out how he thought it would. Some stories really do have a perfect ending.
Like
This
my
guy's
nose.
apartment doesn't seem to have anything out of place, until he carefully moves a table a couple of feet. The table a couple of feet.
How did you do this? How?
Thing up.
Fucking just touched the other table. This table touched the other. It touched the other table. It's like 2 glasses touching each other.
Out of place, until he carefully moves a table a couple of feet. Most people don't climb fences for a reason, so you have to wonder what was going through this guy's mind. Never
Nothing.
try to climb over
He
a
has no
wobbly
mind.
fence in the middle of a busy road. Actually, I wonder if anything was going through his mind at all.
Nope, nothing. Not.
Have a look behind the fence and you'll see a car on a truck. Or is it a car rolling off a truck?
A car rolling off a truck. And
Tell me you're
was
getting
too hot.
fired without telling me you're getting fired. This
It
guy
was
was
too
just
hot.
having a poolside snooze when a little bear came to visit. Lucky for him, the bear was more afraid than he was. When you're least expecting it at work, a stack of
Imagine you're chilling in your garden in front of your pool, like taking a. Those are just opening your eyes. A fucking bear is like high-fiving you. What the hell, bro?
pizzas might arrive, and then this happens. We can all sympathize with that. You'll get to the pizzas a whole lot quicker though if you don't have to cross a sea of broken glass to pick up your delivery. We all get lost in our thoughts
Really?
sometimes, but there's a time and place for everything. By the looks of it though, he was quickly snapped back to reality when his mom saw it all happen in front of her. These guys
Why did the mom get so offended? You're just checking a woman.
By the looks of it though, he get lost in our thoughts quicker though if you don't have to cross a sea of broken glass to
Are you sure that's the mommy? Or maybe she's the mommy.
Pick up your delivery. We all get lost in our thoughts sometimes, but there's a time and place for everything. By the looks of it though, he was quickly snapped back to reality when his mom saw it all happen in front of her. These guys are doing exactly what it looks like. They're trying to get their horse in an elevator, and sure enough, they do get it in, and then they take it straight back out again. Why? Wheeling a tower of beer around is easy.
Yes! 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 Yes!
Yes, what?
No! No! No!
I do admire his dedication though. He did try to catch them, even if that was never going to work. You don't need to be a builder to know that what these guys did was wrong. Yeah, he probably shouldn't have been resting on the wall, but maybe a bit of cement to keep it all together would have helped a lot too.
Yeah.
If Santa arrived late this year, maybe it's because of this. I hope he managed to catch him in the end. If you've ever had a plant go missing, it's probably because of this guy. The poor plant never even saw it coming.
You are mine now. You belong to me.
They say what goes around comes around. This guy must have really been on the goalpost bad side. I don't know what he could have possibly done, but there was no way he was getting out of that.
Oh no, bro!
Walking into a glass door is the real-life version of slipping on a banana peel, and this guy knows it.
Man,
He milks it
humans.
for all it's worth before opening the door as carefully as he can. This thief made a huge mistake by trying to grab this woman's bag. She wasn't about to go down without a fight, but her tactic was pretty unusual. She probably realized that everything in her bag could be replaced, but the bike, on the other hand…
Bye, have a great time.
It's hard to know exactly what happened here, but it
Like, that is 99.99% fake. Like, the calculation of her throwing the bag as that far, him leaving the keys or whatever to turn on. Are keys involved in a motorbike? I don't know how to turn it on. Her knowing how to drive it. Him not catching her.
looks like that machine intentionally spat a tub of milk onto the floor. But no matter what caused it, the real bad news is that he still has to clean it up. Packaging should be easy, but after seeing this, I think we might have it all wrong. I don't know if this huge contraption is the normal tool for this job, but if it is, they might want to come up with a better system. Every pet owner knows that animals are always up to something, but as this dog proves, it's not just cats who get up to mischief. This dog decided its owner's fluffy hood was an ideal toy, and he didn't care if the hood was still attached to her. Luckily, she seems to think it's even funnier than the dog does.
Just joking. She's dying.
A pony
Those are her
carelessly
last
walking into a
words.
police station definitely isn't something you see every day. But
Imagine
whatever
this,
his
bro.
reason was, he seemed determined to complete his mission. In the end, it seems like he got what he wanted, though. This girl got a bit carried away while mopping the floor at
so
work.
did.
The office was empty after all, except she'd forgotten about two things. She wasn't facing the direction of the door, and more importantly, there were a whole lot of cameras watching. At least her customer was impressed. Things go wrong at work all the time. You just better hope you're not working with something expensive, like a whole lot of TV screens. He never stood a chance. One wrong move and he was on the floor with every display TV in the whole store. After someone decided to get rid of their Halloween costume, this man wasn't about to let an opportunity like that pass him by. Instead of throwing it in with the rest of the trash, he decided to try it on for himself. The police
that's so
really do have it
cool.
hard, even on a normal day at the office like this. I'm sure he would have never imagined a microwaved egg being his biggest threat of the day.
Bomb has been defused.
Garden
Why there was an egg in a microwave?
police really do have it hard.
Why? How is he even holding that hot egg in his hand like that? Out of the microwave?
Even on a
Like, without a plate or anything? And the last question of them all, why did it explode? Exactly! Why did it explode?
normal day at the office like this, I'm sure he would have never imagined a microwaved egg being his biggest threat of the day.
Bomb has been defused.
Gardening is no one's cup of tea, but I bet this guy didn't quite imagine it would end up like this. I wonder what hurt more,
Yeah.
his pride or diving headfirst in a bin full of twigs.
Just stay there. You're trash.
People have weird
Oh, no.
hobbies, but they
Oh, God.
usually do them where no one can see them. These guys were forced to take theirs outdoors though. kayaking on grass? Well, I guess you might as well give it a try if you happen to have a golf cart handy.
Yeah,
Sometimes the biggest
ruin it.
mistakes
Why
lead to
not?
the greatest of victories. I'm sure he wasn't actively trying to do that, but hey, at least he helped out the people on the other table. It seems like the best
so
trick shots are
fucking
always the ones that happen by
cool.
accident. Many times the most
Yeah.
expensive purchases are also the biggest objects, and it's up to the delivery people to have it arrive in one place. And sometimes that means carrying double door fridges up the front steps. Or, you know, not quite get
That is not a two-man job. Look how big that fridge is. Especially not these guys. Like, I would understand if you brought John Cena and The Rock to do that. It would be easy with one hand. But these two
getting it up the
fellas...
stairs. Everyone could learn a
Come
thing or
on.
two about remaining calm from this guy. It's not every day a house falls on top of a car while you're walking past, but he didn't mind. He stopped for a moment before continuing with the rest of his day as though nothing happened.
Is he legit still walking?
Yeah, boy.
You might
He didn't
stop
stop!
for a moment before continuing with the rest of his day as though nothing.
Also, like, what the fuck, house? Why would you do that? This must be an American house.
While you're walking past, but he didn't mind. He stopped for a moment before continuing with the rest of his day as though nothing happened.
Yeah, boy.
You might think
There's
that the
a whole
first rule of
storm
driving
and this
is knowing
guy's
how to
walking.
steer a car or maybe watching your
That's
speed.
not America. Definitely UK. Okay.
But it's simpler than that. What it really comes down to is remembering to put up your handbrake. I'll bet he won't be making that mistake ever again.
It's funny because like it's an expensive car and the guy probably is like rich as fuck and like he came with his car to show off his car and then like this just happened, you know. I don't know why. It's just funny because like show off.
No, 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 no.
This moment
Would you be laughing if it was an old guy coming out of his old Yugo 45 car that is barely moving? You would be sad. You would be saying, oh no, poor guy. Actually, you would be laughing.
is about as
It would
close
still
as
be
you can get to a
funny.
disaster without anything bad actually happening. The crane hook accident close as you
No. Oh my god.
This
Wait.
moment is about as close as you can get to a disaster without anything bad actually happening. The crane hook accidentally started swinging at exactly the wrong moment, and somehow it managed to miss the car and the man by the tiniest margin.
Even the car. It even missed the car.
At exactly the wrong anything bad
Bro.
actually happening. The crane hook accidentally started swinging at exactly the
How are you gonna expect this? You go for a walk, a morning walk, and a freaking crane is in your way.
wrong moment, and somehow it managed to miss the car and the man by the tiniest margin you'll ever see.
Bro, that's scary.